The Punisher is what happens when you want to play Call of Duty in Marvel Rivals, y'all. And he's got a real straightforward kit that consists of pretty much nothing but guns for the most part that can do a whole lot of damage, but there are layers if you really want to play him to his potential. So let's go talk about abilities and actually how to use them in combat. Alright, something very important to know about his kit, he's got two guns. You can switch between these with triangle, Y, and shift, and it's going to be your R2, RT, and your left click. You've got adjudication, which is a full auto AR that you use from mid to long range. And then you've got deliverance. That's your shotty, always close range. Always use the shotty, especially when you are being dove by DPSs like Spider-Man, the Iron Fist people like that. Does a lot of damage really quickly, especially very close up. An advanced tip here that I want y'all to keep in mind to keep damage going out constantly is his guns will reload themselves. When you use up your mag, stow the gun, switch to the other one. While you have the new gun out and you're still doing damage, after a few seconds, the other one will reload while it's stowed. And when you're empty with the gun you currently have, switch back to the other one and you won't have to reload and you can keep damage going out. Next is your Final Judgment. Your Alt L3 plus R3 and Q is rockets coming out of your back and two Gatling guns. Point and shoot and you can tear down enemies really quickly. Keep in mind to try to use it after you see supports on the other team use their ult, because they could just cancel it out, especially a Luna. Make sure that you are in line of sight of healers and that you start up the animation of the ult behind cover, because you can get smoked while you're yelling and pulling out your guns. But other than that, point and shoot, and you can really do some damage with that. Alright, next, which is your L1, LB, and L shift. This is your grappling hook. What's cool about this is movement tech, y'all. You use it on pretty much any surface. It's got a nice long distance that you can travel, and it will stay out after you die. You can keep a few of them out so you can use them tactically to make sure you're always placing them to help you get back to the fight as fast as possible. The other thing you use it for is to get the hell out of dodge. All right, you have to use this to help you get out of trouble before it is too late. Then there's the Culling Turret. Culling Turret has 200 bullets and gives you an extra amount of health directly in front of you, but none behind you. So you are weak still to be killed pretty quickly right behind you. So you want to always pay attention to your damage indicators on screen when you're on the turret, and it has a 20-second cooldown. You want to place these on a flat surface, usually up high at a vantage point, and try to give yourself a view of choke points. Areas where your enemies have to come through and it gives them less space to maneuver out of it. This is a really good area denial tool and very good when you're playing domination especially. An advanced tip here with this one is that since it grounds you, you can actually use this to make sure you do not get swallowed up by Jeff's ult. A lot of people don't know that. You hear Jeff's ult, use this and he cannot swallow you up with everybody else. Now let's talk about Scourge Grenade. This is L2, LT, and your right click. And this is just a smoke bomb that if you use it in front of you, it will give you a nice jump backwards. And if you use it directly below you, it'll give you a big, tall jump upwards. This can help you move above to higher vertical platforms to give you better views of things. So you can use it that way as well. But this, along with your Vantage Connection, your Zipline, is the way to get out of situations. When you're getting dove or you're in a bad situation, pop your Scourge Grenade and then use that smoke, which is only around for that, second and a half, to turn around or look for wherever you want to shoot your zipline to get you out of that situation. That combo is how you stay alive. Then he's got a passive, which is actually really nice. It's Warrior's Gaze. It gives you a nice little outline you can see through walls after you lose sight of enemies for a few seconds. This is just really good to know if you can get that last kill when they're peeking out. Are they going to peek out, or did they go around to try to flank you? There is another passive or team up with Rocket Raccoon. When Rocket puts out the ammo device, if you are in that yellow circle, you have unlimited ammo. This includes your shotgun. Go crazy. The best way to play the Punisher for your team is to prioritize hard to hit targets, like flying targets. Take them out. Make sure you pick off healers from a distance. You have a lot of range that a lot of characters do not have. Keep in mind that even though your AR and your shotgun are hit scan, so wherever your reticle is, you pull the trigger, you hit, your turret shots are not hit scan. You have to lead those shots from a distance. I know it's a little confusing, why did they do it, but that's the way it works. The Punisher is great in any situation as long as you are doing your job, which is hard countering enemies that it's harder for, let's say, your melee DPSs or your tanks to take care of, as long as you're putting pressure and trying to take out healers and using high up vantage points to your advantage. You should be the master of choke points. Also, try not to just pump out useless damage. What do I mean by this? If you're just shooting off Punisher's gun doing damage to tanks or whatever enemy, and you don't have a hope of killing them, all you're doing is giving the other team an opportunity to heal, which helps them get back their support ults a lot faster. It doesn't do anything good for your team. So try to make sure you engage in fights where you can actually win. Last few tips are the Punisher's guns do crit damage. Aim for the head. Get good at aiming at the head. And if you want to take Punisher to the next level, a higher sensitivity, especially on controllers, will help you do that. Changing his reticle to a dot has helped me as well. So if you want to see my controller options, let me know in the comments and we can talk about those. Now to all my friend Castle Pros out there, what did I miss? What other tips can you give us? This is just a beginner's guide with some advanced tips. So please teach us your ways. And I really hope this helps. If it does and you're new, please subscribe. And please drop a free like to help the channel and share this video out if you think it'll help somebody else. Thanks for the support, y'all. I'm out.